Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. Yes, do you remember the chapter that we have learnt in this week? Yes, it is factors and multiples. And in today's class we are going to discuss some questions from the chapter factors and multiples. Okay? Yes, coming to the first question. Which of the following are two consecutive prime numbers that differ by 2? Option A, co-primes. Option B, twin primes. Option C, composite numbers. And option D, both A and B. Yes children, if you remember the explanation, what are the numbers? They are prime numbers and also differ by 2. That means the difference between the two prime numbers is 2. And what does consecutive means? Consecutive means which come, if I say 3 and 4. These are consecutive numbers. That means the next number here. Okay. So in the same way, consecutive prime numbers means when I say 3 and 5. Yes. 2, 3, 5 and 7. Yes, 2, 3 become consecutive numbers. 3, 5 become consecutive prime numbers, and even 5, 7 become consecutive prime numbers. That means in the order that they are. Continuous order. Now they differ by 2. If you remember the explanation, difference by 2. What did I say? 2 prime numbers means twin primes. Two prime numbers whose difference is 2, they are called as what? Twin primes. So the correct answer becomes option B, twin primes. Now what are co-primes? Co-primes are not prime numbers. Yes, they need not be prime numbers. They are just two numbers whose common factor is 1. Yes children. And what about composite numbers? They are the numbers who have more than 2 factors. Now coming to question 2. Identify the number with only 1 as their common factor. Option A, co-primes. Option B, twin primes. Option C, composite numbers. And option D, prime numbers. Yes, identify the numbers with only 1 as their common factor. Now what is the answer for this? It is option A, co-prime numbers. Just now we have discussed when we have two numbers, say 8 and 9, they need not be prime numbers, but their common factor is only 1. Here the factors of 8 are 1, 2, 4 and 8. The factors of 9 are 1, 3 and 9. Now what are the common factors between 8 and 9 children? Only 1. Only 1 is the common factor between these two. So that makes 8 and 9 co-prime numbers. Okay. Next, find the smallest whole number that is divisible by 10 and 12. What is this children? The divisible by 10 and 12. Now we know what is the rule for divisibility by 10. It should have 0 in the ones place. Now from the given options 40, 30, 72 and 60, these three are having zeros. C is not having a 0, so it is not divisible by 10. We'll cross mark it there. Now coming to divisibility by 12, yes, even when we divide a number by 12 children, what are we having? So what are we having in the ones place here? 2. So what are the divisibility rules by 2? It should have 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 in the ones place. Okay. So we can apply the same rules here. Yes, here it is, all these numbers are having zeros, so it can be divisible by 12. We cannot say for sure. Now what should we do? Let us look at the 12th table. 12 ones are 12. 12 twos are 24, 12 threes are 36, 12 fours are 48, 12 fives are 60. Now if you look at the options, option A is 40. It does not come in 12 table. Option B is 30. Again it also does not come in 12 table. Option D is 60. So it comes in our 12 table. 12 fives are 60. So from the given options, which is the smallest whole number that is divisible by both 10 and 12? It is option D, 60. Next, which of the followings are not multiples of 2? Now, if you remember the method of finding prime numbers, children, what numbers did we cancel for the multiples of 2? We cancelled all the even numbers. Yes, the multiples of 2 are always even numbers. See, the multiples of 2 will have 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8 in the ones place. Yes, for any number to be divisible by 2, it should have these in the ones place. Yes, so what are these numbers also called as? They are also called as even numbers. So option A, even numbers, is a must. Now coming to option B, odd numbers, no, it is not possible. So option B becomes our correct answer. The multiples of 2 are always even numbers. What are they? The multiples of 2 are always even numbers. They cannot be odd numbers. Okay, children? So option B is our correct answer here. Odd numbers cannot be the multiples of 2, but the multiples of 2 can be both prime and composite numbers. Next question, which type of numbers have more than two factors? Yes, we learnt about it. Let us look at the options. Option A, even numbers. Option B, prime numbers. Option C, composite numbers. And option D, odd numbers. Now, which type of numbers have more than two factors, children? Option C, composite numbers. Even numbers have 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 in the ones place. They can have only 2 or more than 2 factors. Prime numbers have only 2 factors. Composite numbers have more than 2 factors. And odd numbers have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 at the units place. So what is the correct answer here? Option C, composite numbers. Next question. Stamps in an album can be arranged as 12 per page or 18 per page exactly. What is the greatest number of stamps that one can have if they are fewer than 500? Now option A 468, option B 540, option C 504 and option D 436. Okay, now what are they saying? We have certain stamps which are less than 500. Okay, children, we have certain stamps which are less than 500 and they can be arranged only 12 per page or 18 per page. Yes, if you take that the stamps can be arranged 12 per page, see, in each page there can be 12 stamps. Yes, so how will you know? See, now the arrangement will be a multiple of 12. Yes, if we get them, so the total number of stamps that can be arranged. Yes, children, the total number of stamps that can be arranged will be a multiple of 12 because we are arranging it in terms of 12. Suppose if we are arranging it in 5 pages, then the number of stamps would be 12 into 5. Yes, so whatever may be the answer, it will be a multiple of 12. Now what are they saying exactly? Not only 12, it can be in the number of stamps can also be arranged as 18 per page. So that means it can be a multiple of 18 also. Yes, it can be either a multiple of 12 or it can be a multiple of 18. Now what should we do in such cases when such question is asked? You need to find out the least common multiple of 12 and 18. Yes, children, it can be either 12 or it can be 18. So we should find out the common multiple, least common multiple between these two numbers, that is 12 and 18. What should we find out? LCM. LCM is nothing but least. What does least mean? Least means the smallest. Smallest common multiple. Now we know what is a multiple, right? For 12 and 18. First multiple will be 12 ones are 12, 12 twos are 24, 12 threes are 36. Yes, 12 fours are 48. Now 18 ones are 18. 18 twos are 36. If we observe here itself, we got our least common multiple. Yes, our common multiple, first common multiple is 36. We are having 36 as a multiple of 12 and also as a multiple of 18. The first one becomes the smallest, yes or no? Yes. So this is our smallest or least common multiple. What is it? LCM 36. What is our LCM, children? Our LCM is 36. Okay, done. Till now we have completed one part of the number. Now next, what should we find out? What is the greatest number of stamps that one can have if they are fewer than 500? Okay, now we have to arrange this in terms of 36. Now what does that mean? That means that the stamps have to be arranged in multiples of 36. Yes, in multiples of 36 here. Now what is a multiple of 36, children? A number when divided by 36 will give us 0 as our remainder. Now what are they saying? That number should be less than our 500. So first let us divide this 500 by 36 and see. Why are we dividing 500 by 36 only? Because the number is to be a multiple of 36, should be a multiple of 36. That is why we are dividing with 36. We have 36 ones are 36, 36 twos are 72. Yes, 36 threes are 3 6 are 18, 1 carried, 3 threes are 9 plus 1, 10, 108. 36 fours are 144. Now coming to the division part, here we are having 50. We should go for 36 ones are 36. Yes, when we subtract, 14 will be our answer. Bringing 0 down. Now here we are having 140. But do we have 140 in 36th table? No. 140 comes between 108 and 144. We should go with the smaller number 108. 36 threes are 108. And when we subtract, what will be our remainder, children? 0 becomes 10, 4 becomes 3. 10 minus 8, 2. 3 minus 0, 3. Now 32 is remaining. Yes, what does that mean? When we take 500 stamps and arrange them in 36 groups, yes, means on each page there will be 36 stamps. So when we do that, 32 stamps will be remaining at the end. So what will be the perfect number for arranging? If we subtract this 32 from 500, 500 minus 32, 0 and 2 is, subtraction is not possible. So we'll go for borrowing. 10 minus 2 is 8, 9 minus 3 is 6, 4. So 468, when we arrange these 468 numbers in groups of 36, that is 36 stamps on each page, then the remainder will become what? 0. If you want, you can divide and check, children. Okay. So when we divide, the answer will be 0. The remainder will be 0. So what does that make? 36 becomes a factor and 468 becomes our multiple here. So 468 is the correct answer. That is option A. Fewer than 500. Yes. So fewer than 500 means 468 here. Clear, children? What did we do? First we found out the LCM of 12 and 18, that is 36, and we divided the 500, that is the number that was given to us by our LCM, 36. Then we got what? 32 as our remainder. 32 stamps were remaining. So we removed that 32 from 500 and we got 468. Now this is a multiple of our 36, so that when these are arranged in groups of 36, the remainder becomes 0. Now coming to the next question. What is the LCM of two co-prime numbers? What are again co-prime numbers, children? Co-prime numbers are those two numbers whose common factor is 1. Now see, option A their sum, option B their difference, option C their product, or option D their quotient. Again, what is LCM here? Least common multiple. Now if you don't know, we did not discuss this in our lesson, right? LCM of two co-prime numbers. Now how to solve this? Take any two co-prime numbers. For example, say, what can we take? 3 and 4. Are these two co-prime numbers? Yes, these two are co-prime numbers. The factors of 3 are 1 and 3. The factors of 4 are 1, 2 and 4. Only 1 is their common factor. Now LCM means what? The least common multiple. So let us write the multiples of 3 and 4. We have 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9 and 3 4s are 12. And in 4 we have 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12 and 4 4s are 16. Now if you see here, 12 is our common multiple, least common multiple, the first common multiple. Now how can we get this 12? Let us look at the options and check. First one is their sum. Now when I add 3 plus 4, the answer will be 7. Is this equal to our 12? No. So option A is wrong. Next, their difference. Now 4 minus 3 becomes what? 1. Is this equal to our common multiple? No. So B is also not our correct answer. Coming to C, their product. 3 into 4. 3 into 4 becomes what? 12. Yes, it is our least common multiple. So option C becomes our correct answer. Okay. So if you don't know how to solve these kind of problems, then you can follow this method, children. Take any two co-prime numbers for example and see which is the least common multiple. So what can we understand from this? Always remember that the least common multiple of two co-prime numbers is their product. That means when we multiply both the co-prime numbers, we will get our LCM. Next, question 8. Study the numbers given in the box. Identify the number that is not a divisor of the following numbers. Now see, option A 23, B 24, C 36 and D is 12. Now even without looking at the numbers here, we can answer this, children. How? If you look at the options carefully, 12, 24, 36. All these are multiples of the number 12. 12 ones are 12, 12 twos are 24, 12 threes are 36. Yes, the only number that is not a multiple of 12 is option A 23. So the given numbers are not divisible by 23. Okay, if you have any number, suppose what can we take? Okay, 50. Okay, now is 50 divisible by 2? Yes, it has 0 in the ones place. We have 2 25s are 50. Now let us take a multiple of 2, 4. Okay, again, is 50 divisible by 4? Yes, it is divisible by 4. We have 4 into what, children? Sorry, is it divisible by 4? No, it is not divisible by 4. Next, what multiple do we have? 10. 10 is also a multiple of 2. Yes, so we have 10 5s are 50. Now what do we understand from this? That if a particular number is divisible by a number, it is also divisible by its multiple. Now you can take one number and solve. For example, 720. Let us see if it is divisible by 12. Yes, it is divisible by 12. 12 60s are 720. Now 24. 24 into 30. 3 4s are 12. 3 2s are 6 plus 1 7. 24 into 30 becomes 720. And 36 into 20 becomes our 720, children. So even you can check with the other numbers as well. So from the given options, only option A is not our multiple of 12. So the given numbers are not divisible by 23. Option A. Next, find the LCM of 12, 24 and 36. See, what are the multiples? LCM means least common multiple. The multiples of 12 are 12 ones are 12, 12 twos are 24, 12 threes are 36, 48, 60, 72. Next, coming to 24 ones are 24, 24 twos are 48, 24 threes are 72. Coming to 36 ones are 36, 36 twos are 72. So what is our common multiple here? The first common multiple is 72. So 72 becomes our least common multiple. What is it, children? Option C. Next, identify the example for twin primes. What are twin primes again? Twin primes are the prime numbers whose difference is 2. Now first let us recall what are the first few prime numbers. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. These are our first 5 prime numbers. Yes, 2. Yes, all these are prime numbers. In the given options, all the numbers are our prime numbers. Now what should we do? We should check their difference. What should be the difference for twin primes? What did I say, twins? Twins means two people who look similar. So the difference between twin primes should be 2. Now 5 and 11. 11 minus 5 is equal to 6. So A is the wrong answer. Option B, 3, 5. 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. So yes, option B become our twin primes. Both the numbers are prime numbers and their difference is 2. Clear, children? Next question. What is the HCF of 36 and 144? Now what is this HCF? HCF is equal to highest common factor. Now we all know what does factor means. Factor means a number which divides another number exactly. Yes. Now what is common factor? We already know what is a common factor. That is the same for when both the given numbers have a same factor, it becomes our common factor. Now what does highest means? Highest means the largest one. So what is the highest common factor mean? HCF mean? So among the given common factors for a number, the highest number becomes our HCF. Now let us look at our options. The HCF of 36 and 144. 36 and 144. What are the factors of 36? 136 are 36. Yes, sorry. Again, if you remember, children, I have asked you to write factors in ascending order. So that is why I am writing 1 here, 36 here. Then in 2 table we have 2 18s are 36. Yes, and then in 3 table we have 3 12s are 36. We have 4 9s are 36. And also we have 6 6 are 36. Sorry. Okay. Yes. It is 12, 18, comma. Now these are our factors for the number 36. Yes. Does it come in any other number? Does it come in 7 table? No. 8? No. So yes, this is it. Now coming to 144. 144s are 144. Then in 2 table, when do we have it, children? 72. 2 72s are. Next in 3 table, do we have 144? 1 plus 4, 5. 5 plus 4, 9. It is a multiple of 3. Yes. So it is divisible by 3. How many times? 144 divided by 3. 3 4s are 12. When we subtract, 2 is remaining. 4 brought down. 3 8s are 24. Yes, so 48 is our answer. Does it come in 4 table, children? Yes, it comes in 4 table. How many times? Let us check. How to check? 4 3s are 12. 2 is remaining. 4 brought down. 4 6 are 24. So 4 24s are 144. Next, does it come in 6 table? Sorry, 5 table? No. Does it come in 6 table? 6 2s are 12 and 6 4s are 24. Sorry, this was 34. 4 3s are 12 and 4. What did I do here? I'm sorry. Again, 4 3s are 12. When we subtract 2 is remaining, 4 brought down 4, 6 are 24. So 36 was our correct answer here. 436 are. Next, in 6 table, when do we have it? We have 6 2s are 12 and 2 is brought down 24. 6 4s are 24. So 6 into 24. Do we have it in 7 table? No. Does 144 come in 8th table, children? Yes, I think so. But if you observe carefully, we need not find out the other factors. Why? Yes, it comes in 8th table. It also comes in 12th table. Okay. But here, we need not find the remaining factors. Why? See, if you look at the common factors that we got till now, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 36. Yes or no? So these are the common factors that we got till now. Now can you say which is the highest common factor from the given? 36 is our highest common factors. Yes or no, children? Yes, if any number, if we have any other numbers that will come between, that will be less than 36 only. Now we will not get any other number higher than 36 here. So 36 is our highest common factor, that is option A. Okay. So sometimes we did not even write all the factors. We can get our answer in the halfway. Next question. What is the HCF of two co-prime numbers? Again, let us take two co-prime numbers. Say 3 and 5. Sorry, these are twin primes. Yes. Say 3 and 4. What are the factors for 3 and 4? 1, 3, 1, 2, 4. What is HCF, highest common factor? 1 is the highest and the only common factor. Yes. So option A1 becomes our correct answer. So remember, the HCF of two co-prime numbers is always 1. Next, P is the least common multiple of 45 and 50. What is the value of 10p plus 100? Now what should we do? Find out the least common multiple of 45 and 50. Yes. So 45 ones are 45, 50 ones are 50, 45 twos are 90, 45 threes are 135. Yes, children? Yes, children, I have written both the multiples of 45 and 50 here. Now if you look at these multiples, what is the first common multiple? 450 is our first common multiple. So what does that become? It becomes our LCM. LCM is what? 450. LCM of 45 and 50 is how much? 450. Now what should we do? Find out the value of 10p plus 100. This p is 450. We should find out 10p plus 100. What does 10p means? 10 into p. That is equal to 10 into 450. What does it become? If you remember mental multiplication with 10. Yes, when we multiply a number by 10, we simply have to place 1 0 to the right. So 10 into 450 becomes 4500. Now what should we do? For that we should add 100. So 4500 plus 100 is equal to 4600. So what is our final answer, children? Option B, 4600. Okay. Next question. What are the common factors of 9 and 36? Very simple question, right? For 9, what factors do we have? 1, 3, 9. For 36, what do we have the common factors as? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, children. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Does it come in 5 table? No, we have it in 6 table. Yes, 6 6 are 36. Then we have where do we have it here? 4 9s are 36. Yes, so 9 here, 3 12s are, next 13s are, 18s are, 2 18s are, and then 1 36 are. So if you look at both the numbers here, what are the common factors of 9 and 36? 1, 3 and 9 are the common factors of 9 and 36. Now if you think in a smart way, children, you need not even do this whole thing. Okay, now option A, after writing the factors of 9, you can simply say that option A is our correct answer. Why? Because 9 has only these 3 as the factors. Here 4, 5 are not the factors of 9. Here also 4 and 5 are not the factors of 9. Here 4 is not the factor of 9. So the only possible option is option A, 1, 3 and 9. Okay children, these are number 15. Find 3 common multiples of 18 and 6. Yes, let us look at the options here. 18 is a multiple of 6. Yes, and 18. Now is 6 a multiple of 18? No. So A is not the correct answer here. Next, coming to B. Again here we are having 6. So even in option D we are having 6. Now 6 is not a multiple of 18. All the multiples of 18 are greater than 18. Yes or no children? Yes. So B and D are also our wrong options. What is the correct one? Option C is our correct answer. 6 6 are 36, 6 9s are 54, 6 12s are 72, or we have 18 2s are 36, 18 3s are 54 and 18 4s are 72. So the 3 common multiples are option C, 36, 54 and 72. The next one. When a number is increased by 8, it is divisible by 35. What is the remainder when the same number is divided by 5? Now see, when the number is divisible by 35 it seems. Now is 35 divisible by 5? Yes. So even when the number is divisible by 35 and 35 is divisible by 5, the whole number when divided by 5 will also leave the remainder 0. Okay. Now see, when I say that a number is, suppose 35 only, the number 35 is divisible by 35. Yes. Now is this divisible by 5? Yes, we have 5 7s are, what do we have children? 5 7s are 35. So as 5 is a factor of 35, 5 also becomes the factor of the number that is divisible by 35. Okay, so the remainder becomes 0. Next question. The largest number less than 100 divisible by 15 is decreased by 5. Which of these is a factor of the resultant number? Now what are they saying? The largest number less than 100 divisible by 15. Now if you look at the table we have, if you look at the 15th table, if you look at the 15th table, we have 15 6 are 90 and then we have 15 7s are 115. Sorry, 15 7s are 105. Yes or no? Yes. So here the largest number less than 100 divisible by 15 becomes 90. Yes. So now this 90, what did we do? 90 is decreased by 5. So what do we have? We have 85 as our answer. Yes, 85 is our resultant number. Now which of the following is the factor of the resultant number 25? Yes, so what might be the factor children? Let us check. 85 divided by 23. Let us check with 23 into 5, what does it become? 5 3s are 15, 5 2s are 10, 10. 5 2s are 10 plus 1 11. No, it's not divisible. 23 1s are 23. 23 2s are 46. 23 3s are becomes what children? 3 2s are 6 and 3 3s are 9. Then we have 23 4s are 4 3s are 12, 4 4s are 4 2s are 8 plus 1 9. So what did we get? 85. 85 is not divisible by 23. Now coming to 17. Let us take See 85, right? In 7 table, when will we get 5 in the ones place? 7 1s are 7, 7 2s are 14, 7 3s are 21, 7 4s are 28, 7 5s are 35. So let us try with 5. 7 5s are 35, 3 carried, 5 1s are 5, plus 3 becomes 8. So 17 is the factor of our resultant number, that is 85. Next one. How many prime numbers are there from 50? So from 1 to 100 we have 25 prime numbers, children, and from that 50 to 100 we have only 10 prime numbers. So option C becomes our correct answer. Next, how is 20 written as the product of primes? Yes, how is 20 written as the product of primes? It can be written as 4 into 5. Then 4 is further can be multiplied as 2 into 2. So what is the answer? 2 into 2 into 5. Option C becomes our correct answer. Coming to last question for today. Identify the correct statement. LCM of two co-primes is their product. Yes or no? Yes. So this is our correct answer. If you remember, LCM of two co-primes is the product. HCF of so option A becomes our correct answer. LCM of two co-primes is always their product, children. And with this we've come to the end of today's class.